Welcome to Elif's Kitchen. Today, I want to share with you a perfectly measured, crispy mussel baklava recipe. First, let's prepare the syrup by adding 3 cups of granulated sugar into a pot. Add 3 cups of water and a slice of lemon, and place it on the stove. Stir occasionally until it starts boiling. Once it starts boiling, let it simmer on low to medium heat for 15 minutes. This step is crucial for the dessert's success, so please don't skip it. Boil the syrup for 15 minutes until it thickens to the right consistency. Then remove it from the stove and let it cool. For the dough, add 1 egg into a mixing bowl, then 1 small teacup of yogurt. Add half a small teacup of cornstarch. Add 1 small teacup of vegetable oil. Add a pinch of salt and mix well. Next, add 2 cups of flour initially. Add half a packet of baking powder, approximately 1 teaspoon. Add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. I used apple vinegar. You can also use grape vinegar. Start kneading the dough. Gradually add flour while kneading. I used 2 cups plus 1 heaped tablespoon of flour in total. The dough should be soft and smooth, as you can see in the video. Kneading it well is important. It should be soft yet not sticky to the touch. Without waiting, divide the dough into 10 equal pieces. Shape each piece into a ball and place them on a plate as shown in the video. Cover the balls with a plastic wrap or a bag and let them rest for 20 to 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, the dough balls will be ready. I poured some cornstarch into a bowl. Then I generously sprinkled cornstarch over it. Roll each dough piece out to a plate-sized circle using a rolling pin. Place each rolled dough onto a plate and generously sprinkle cornstarch on top. Repeat this process for all dough balls and stack them. Sprinkle cornstarch between the layers as you stack them. Do not sprinkle cornstarch on the topmost layer. Transfer the stack to the counter. Press the layers gently with your fingers as shown in the video. Then carefully roll out the stack with a rolling pin. It will roll out easily without adding cornstarch at this stage. At this stage, do not sprinkle any cornstarch. Try to roll the dough into an oval shape. As shown in the video, the dough should not be too thin or too thick. I rolled the dough to approximately the size of a baking tray. Start rolling the dough tightly from the long edge, like a roll. Cut the roll into slices about 1 finger thick, as shown in the video. Place a slice on the counter, press it gently with your hand. Then use a rolling pin to flatten it to about the size of your palm, as shown in the video. Prepare about 1 bowl of slightly ground walnuts. Place about 1 teaspoon of walnuts in the center of each flattened dough piece. Close the edges without pressing them. You don't need to seal them tightly, they won't open. Place the filled dough pieces onto a greased baking tray. Repeat the same process for all the dough pieces until they're all finished. Arrange them evenly on the baking tray. Melt about 50 grams of butter. Strain the melted butter through a sieve to remove the foam. Then brush the melted butter generously over each piece of dough, making sure it covers all sides. Coat each piece liberally with butter. Bake in a preheated oven at 165 to 170 degrees Celsius until the tops are golden brown. Adjust the temperature and baking time according to your oven. I baked mine for about 30 minutes. Avoid baking at high temperatures. Let me show you the consistency of the cooled syrup. It should be thick, as shown in the video. Pour the cooled syrup over the pastries about 5 minutes after removing them from the oven. Let the pastries absorb the syrup completely. Once the syrup is absorbed, you can garnish the pastries with pistachios and serve. As you can see, the pastries baked beautifully. I'd like to show you a closer look. The dessert turned out amazing. If you prefer, you can let the dessert rest for a day before serving. It tastes even better after resting for 1 day.